Good morning, good afternoon. I hope you're all having a good lunch. Oh. Hey everybody, yeah. Don't you feel that there's something? Feel it, feel it. Okay, if you're looking at the contracts, I'm checking right now, 457 on the SPY, 456 on the put. If we're looking at, let's see, SPX out of the money would be 45.70 and 45.75. 45.70, 45.75. Next one would be, that would be the date of 8/1 contracts. Then what do we have here? 14. AMD would be 118 and 117. It's a big. What's the next one? BABA. Let's take a quick look at BABA. BABA. It's 112. 112. So it would be 113 on the call and 112 on the put. Next one would be NVIDIA. NVIDIA is 466. Let me see the exact. 466. $466. NVIDIA. Alphabetical. 467. Okay. So it'll be 460 and 465. That one's still the same from yesterday. And Tesla. Tesla would be 260, 250. 260, 250 on the call. 260, 250. And that would be 265. No, that'd be 260 on the put. Okay, I think that's it. That would be for 8/4 contracts. Here's the contracts you should be watching. There's your contracts for right now. Oh. Anybody listening right now? We are live streaming. We are live streaming. Okay, let me just check my alerts in here. 7:26. Let's put them all back in one more time. Copy, that's one. One. Copy. That's two. Give me a second. I'm just putting back all the alerts in. Putting them back. Copy. Before they disappear. Four. Four yesterday. And Saint, how you doing, guys? 7. 7 most important. Next is change your contracts often. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. I'm trying to finish the alerts real quick. Okay, copy. And the last one, let's see, change. Change. 7 most active revenge trading. Okay. I'm doing all the alerts disappear after a week, so I have to put them in once a week. There you go. All right, so revenge, change, 7 most important things. 7 most important things. 7, what's that one? Copy. Six, 2. Not understand investment, formally unlock a company. All right, that's good. COC, you found your way. There you go. Change your contracts often, folks. Make sure that if you're in contracts, or if you're not in one, check every 15 minutes to stay in the money or just out of the money, and you won't have to worry about theta. If you keep your delta above 40 all the time, trust me, delta pays you faster, and higher than the delta, the faster it prints. Okay? Also, I have the Think scripts for free in my alert section. You can find them in there. Also, talks about the 7 most important things in trading and not understanding the investment. That should have been separate. 7 most important. Let me separate those two. Copy. 7 most important. I have them twice. 7 most important. 7. Not understanding. Okay. I'm just separating these two. They shouldn't have been together. Copy. And active most. Let's just get rid of that one. Delete. Okay. I got them in there. Here we go. All right. That's the contract. So anybody's looking at the contracts, there's your contracts. Chart and video on top. NVIDIA is moving right now. NVIDIA is moving towards that upper VWAP. Okay, that's all set. And for some of you that are in here that I talk to personally, privately, I'm not going to call you up anymore and give anybody any advice unless you ask me. Because the last thing I want to do is piss people off. And I think that somebody here, you know who you are, has been irritated by me telling you the truth. But the fact is, if you don't ask for my help, I'm not giving it to you anymore. That's what it comes down to. I have a habit of always trying to help people, and I think sometimes it gets the best of me. And then I end up taking it personal. So I guess you're just going to have to find out the hard way. Then you'll come asking for help. And I won't be around to give it to you. No, I'm kidding. I won't. All right. A little quiet here during lunchtime. Since this morning, I have not traded, but I have been plotting, putting in everything but my trend lines. I've been changing up my support and resistance. I've hit resistance up a target about 2 or 3 times and twice on the SPY for myself. If I was trading, I would have been making some money today. But I've been doing some other things that I'm invested in right now. Let's see, what do we got? How's FinViz doing today? Let's take a quick look at FinViz. Oh, very red day. So you can see, even though we got $28 in the plus on the SPY, the NASDAQ is down, S&Ps, and the rest is down today. And you can see, if you look at the S&P 500, other than Meta, okay, and this one here, let's see, what is that? Meta, Avgo, AMD. You can see there's a lot of red today. So I'd be very careful. Be very careful what you do. All right, there you go. Oh, I never opened this. I'm sorry. There you go. There's me. All right. My new light came in today. It's a little round bulb. Came out of New York. Took 8 days to get here. Terribly packed for a little fluorescent bulb. They put it with a little bit of bubble wrap in a paper envelope. Unbelievable stupidity, but it got here. I didn't say it was broken because I'm an honest guy. Honesty is definitely the best policy in everything you do in life. Because the one person that's always watching you is God. Sees everything you do. Okay. NVIDIA. Let's see what I got here. AMSC is down. ABV down. SNMP is down. Boy, you could have held that one. NKLA is just above the VWAP. UPDD. That one there, I'm going to get rid of. That's done. That one is definitely done. Okay. Let's see. AMD. We already have that down there. Meta. Meta's looking good. I know that COC made some money in Meta this week. But as you can see, if you look at the chart, let me bring up the watch list. My watch list, anyway. So if you look at the watch list, you'll see, and if I put it into order of high to low, you can see in here how many there is that are okay. There's more red. There's more red than there is green. So if we go high to low, there you go. See the lows of the day. 15. That's like 42 on the RSI. See, this was at 90. SNMP was at 99.7 this morning, or 99.8. It's at 96. So it's still very, very high. This thing has a long way that it can drop. So, and let's get rid of anything that has really small. We can take the volume. Let's go this way. SIGA and SN. I'm going to get rid of it since it's not shortable. I'll just keep a few that are shortable. Foxo, very low on the, it's oversold. 10, 9, 8. Vivio, Siga, 679,000. Okay, and back to high to low. There you go. I didn't add many into it this morning. I'm just waiting again for my ibuprofen to kick in. My back, I need this surgery so bad. It knocks me out. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. 117. What do I got? 117.25. 117.25. 116. Let's edit this up to 75. Let's tweak it up just a little. 75. And then up here, I'm going to tweak this up a little more to 35. Like that. 117. What do I got here? 117.85. Excuse me. Ate chili for lunch today. Anybody have any questions? Anything that's going on? Anybody in any contracts right now holding? Is anybody interested in any stocks right now that just looking for some answers? It doesn't have to be options. We can take care of all your needs. We're a one-stop stock shop here. What's I gotta put in here? Any questions, comments, concerns about anything? COC. You like AMD for swing into earnings. You know, Saint, that is the one thing you're asking the wrong person, and I'll tell you why. 35% of all traders swing trade, okay? I don't know what percentage of those are very successful, but it just like Dick, he really is not that good at doing options, okay? And he's got a lot to learn about certain parts of the options. He's too hung up on theta. But when it comes to shorting a stock, that's his forte. Swing trading is not my forte. I am not a long-term trader. So when you ask me those questions, I can only give you my opinion if I look at the stock, but I really don't have enough wisdom at this point to say to you, AMD is the way to go. But what I can tell you is that we have a proper format, and you know enough to do this, not this. But I'll take a look at it. AMD, I mean, we're watching it. AMD has been, let's take a look at AMD and look at it on a, chip companies are doing well. Yes, and so is artificial intelligence. Let's go to 10 days, all right? So if we look on 10 days, I really need a better chart that gives me one big chart. I'll show you what. Give me a second. Let me go back out of the 5 minute. Let's go back to the 1 minute for a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up FinViz. And no, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. I want Yahoo Finance. All right, give me a second. Give me a second here, okay? I can get rid of Apple. Let's bring Apple in here. And let's put in right there, AMD. So if you take a look at AMD now, and we bring it up on a big chart like this, and then I change this to, let's say, over the last month, okay? 1 month. There you go. So you can see there's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been as high as 115. It's been low to 110. It's been up to 120. It's come back down. Now, right now, where are we at? About 116? 116, something like that. I don't know what the open, I have to look at the 116. Give me 1 second. So AMD, we're at 116, correct. So we are slowly going back up. I don't know what you're looking for. We had a high of 117.61. I don't swing trade, especially not with options, because the fact is, um, I was taking some time off this morning. The fact is that if you swing trade and you do options, you can get hurt. Okay, because if it doesn't go, the trend doesn't go, or some bad news comes up, you have no control overnight. Now, unless you are willing to take less money and you're willing to work with vertical spreads and some sort of um, call spreads or straddles of that sort, I think that you're taking too great of a risk. It's not worth it. I think the most amount of money is in long puts and long calls. You get in, you get out. You get in, you get out. Whether you stay in 30 seconds, 10 seconds, or 30 minutes, or 2 hours. But as far as swing trading stocks, not the right guy to ask. I'm not going to give you the best advice. And it's not that I don't know, it's just that I know better not to do it. Okay? Now, you're younger than I am, I'm assuming. And, well, let's see. I'm going to assume that if you're looking for long-term investments, it could be a very good investment. And AMD is a very, very old company. Listen, all your gamers, I either use Intel or use AMD chips. So, I mean, it's got a place in this world. There's no question about it, and it's going to be there for a long time. So, in the long run, if you're just talking swing trading overnight, if there's earnings coming out and that's what you're basing it on, I don't even know that that is the thing. I can go to my earnings right now. Here we go, earnings. I don't know what's the earnings are for tomorrow. Come on. Move. Boy, this swing doesn't want to go. Wow. I can't get it to move. Let's see if I can do it. If I can do it another way. EARNNINGS. I don't know if it's two N's or one. Let's see. Benzinger earnings. It's one end. So let's go back. One more. Oh, shooty. News, earnings. Let's try this. It's not coming up. Here we go. Page not found. They're having a problem right now. Benzinger's having a problem with their earnings page. So I was unsuccessful with that. You can go to Whisper. What's that other one called? Something Whisper. Here it is. Earnings Whisper. Oh shoot! I don't want to do that here. Let's do it this way. Okay. Earnings Whisper. Here we go. Earnings calendar. So you can take this and there's your earning whispers calendar. So if that's what you're getting at, the fact that there are earnings overnight. Oh, I just put it in the wrong place. Wrong room. All right, I put it in Dex room. If you want to go to the earnings whisper, let me open this up real quick. Ticker. I don't know. Earnings calendar to after the close. It's not opening. They're having problems too here. Earnings. Open. I don't know why it's not coming up. Calendar. Today is the 1st, Tuesday. 1st. Accept. Trying to get over. There we go. AMD. Well, there's the answer. So yeah, there is earnings after. And if you believe the earnings are going to be positive, then it's a good bet. But it's a 50-50. I think I'd rather have some insurance. You just never know. But see, and that's what I do is I go and I check these things out and copy. What else was in there? Just for some of you who might be wondering what I'm talking about, I will take this forward. And there is your earnings for, you want to open this? Open. I did it again. Calendar 1st. Calendar 1st. Here we go. There's AMD right on top. Shows the earnings, which is tonight. All right. And there's all the earnings for today. So anybody who wants that, I'll put that on the, what do you call it? Just showing it to you. I gave you the one for there, and there's the earnings whisper. All right. That's the greatest part about knowing what you're doing. It's always at your fingertips, even if it's not, it's there. With earnings, you have to worry about 5, and it can really, 4, it can really hurt you. The stock really hasn't moved in much direction to make money in earnings. Well, I agree with you. And that's why I don't do that. Okay, I found that the best thing to do is when I have control, when I can see which way the markets are going, and then try to make the best decision. When I do an earnings, I'm gambling is what I'm doing, and you can't even put a stop loss in. So, is it worth it? Not for me. I don't do it. Again, and I don't do vertical spreads at this point. And if I did, I might take a chance because I can protect myself. If it goes one way, it'll offset the other. Let's see. Let's put 40 in there. 260, 40. 260, 40. We're on a very low VWAP. And this here, we're still above the VWAP. I've lost so much money gambling earning. Exactly. So, you know what? Then, you know what? You just answered Saint's question. And I did too. All right. I need to walk. Okay. I just wanted to set up my charts for you. I know that some of you are wondering where I've been. Where have you been, Job? I've been on earth amongst men. C-Train. Great group. Let's see. There we go. All right. That's it. And I'm looking at some other stuff on top. Other stuff on top. Let's keep an eye on Meta. All right. I want to go out and walk a little, but it's so damn hot out. Right now, South Florida, where I am, it's 91 degrees outside. And it feels like it's, let's see. It feels like we're falling in love. Won't open. I'm having problems here. Here it goes. Feels like 109. So, would you want to go outside and go for a walk? I can walk on my balcony. There's a long balcony from apartment 1 to 10, 1 to 10, 1. Let's go back and forth. A lot of the old people do that. I guess I'm getting there. I need to go to the pool. If there was a pool 2 buildings down, I should just go in and jump in and go swimming. I haven't used my pool in over 5 years, maybe longer. Hey, COC, you want to go swimming? Are you still here? Are you listening? He's still here. He's not talking to me. 2 weeks ago, he called me friend, came over, hung out for a couple of days. Then he called me up on the weekend and said, you want to go somewhere? You want me to pick you up? I go, nah, I'm not going out. It's too hot. And then he hasn't called me back since. So I guess he's mad at me. I keep giving him good advice, but he takes it as me being, coming your pool. I think I have a much bigger pool than you do. In Palm Air, we have huge pools here. And I don't have a car, so how can I come to your pool? I got a pool right here. In fact, we got about 4 pools here. You wrote it twice. We only need it once. I told you, I have right the building next door is my pool. I have a pool, and it's Olympic size. I'm sure your pool's very small. If you're gonna come here to go to the pool, you might as well go to my pool. Then we go back up and get live again. Ah. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just going to the kitchen and get a piece of cheesecake. Oh my Lord, these feet. Whoa. Oh. All right. Okay. It's not all about the size. Yeah, I know a bunch of women that would beg to differ with you. Huh. I can't believe he said that. If there's any women in the room, read that last statement and tell me if that's true or false. Okay, piece of cheesecake. 215 calories in a small piece of cheesecake. Mm-mm-mm. It's so good. Mm. It's not all about the size. That's not what your wife said. Okay, all kidding aside. Two people who blushed and walked out of the room. See what I did? All right, here we go. AMD starting to push again towards the resistance. Nothing else is really moving right now. It'll take me to the pool. If I was going to go anywhere, I'd go to the ocean. Take me to the beach. Go run in the sand. You fix your muffler yet? Our car needs a muffler. Let's see real quick. I was going to check something out. Oh, I remember. I forgot what I was going to do. I was going to pull up the scanner. So go into the top of your page, go where it says scan, hit Stock Hacker. I'm going to bring it down. There's really not a lot going. There's really not a lot going on. I'm going to bring it down to 40,000. 5 minutes, unlimited. Let's detach it. Just to give you guys an idea, here's your scanner, and only about 8 lines. So you got MSGM 375. That one went up nicely today. Look at that, $5. Slight pullback, might go back up again. This one here, YELL. This one went up. Tupperware all week has been going up. It must have been a week for earnings. 356 FRLN. This one went up here. And 265. So what we do is we can bring up our watch list here. And let's bring that up there. So let's put the first one, MSGM. Enter. Next one, we said it was YELL. I screwed that one up. Yell. Next one I said was open, not that one. I don't do penny stocks. I mean, you can keep an eye on DAI. Up nicely. Sometimes when stocks do get over a dollar, if they don't pull back that night, they will go forward. What do we got here? Tupperware. You should keep an eye on Tupperware. Tupperware is definitely worth. It's a good stock. They also, I think Tupperware has options too. Tupperware. Tup. What was the other one? 90, 265. That's it. Let's scan one more time. See if anything else comes up. 785. MSGM. What's that DAI? I'll keep an eye on that for right now. I'll come back on you tomorrow on that one. See if it really does anything. It's on the top, but no information. DAI. T-stamp. Is there another letter in front of it? I got a call coming in. Hold on. Hello? Okay. Okay, telemarketer. Confirm changes. All right, sorry about that. The same company's been calling me every day. DAI, it doesn't want to come up. T Stamping Company. Probably because it was on the pink slips. It's not doing me any good. I'm just going to get rid of it. Okay. And let's reduce this, scan once more. And let's go to this on a 2 minute. Again, if it doesn't come green, click and unclick. All right. The only time you want these clicked is when you're in after hours. All right. You all got that? You all come on back now. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. And nothing really came up. BRSH 723 went down. So we're really not interested in this one. This one here, MS, we already have that. This is nothing going on. There's nothing more happening. Just get rid of it. Okay. And that's the deal. That is the deal. I'm sticking to it. Okay. Let's see. Custom call screen, system notification. Blocking. Block spam reported by community. Alright. Standard protection, low possibility of false positives. What do we got here? Lower protection. Okay. Sorry, all the telemarketers are calling. It's lunchtime. I'm trying to change my settings so it'll stop. Hidden numbers. Block incoming when reported to as spam when it's a hidden number. How to block calls. Disallow the call. Okay, the feature can be used with custom calling. Pickup group. Alright, that's good. Making some changes in here. Notifications. Show number after call. Show block call system notification. Statistics. Call rating. Incoming call voice notification. I don't need that. Okay. Hopefully I got this. Alright. There we go. I don't know if it's working or not. It's not. Nothing is moving. You notice that right now? It's like, let me go take a quick look at the MSGM. Wow, that's moving. MSGM is up 846, had a new high. Let's take a quick look at that. I want to put this into red for a second. There's your MSGM. What's this? Okay, let's put that down. Finbiz. Watch lists. Okay. So here you can see there's MSGM. Yell, there's nothing really happening with Yell. It hit its high, it held, and it's high on the RSI. If you keep an eye on it, it might end up going down, but I can't short it. AMSC also under the VWAP. There's nothing really happening. ABVC, it's already losing volume. You can see that nothing's really happening, and it's over. I'm gonna get rid of that one. It's actually oversold. Okay, did I get rid of it? ABV, AM. I'm gonna leave for now because it's shortable. Tupperware still looks good. NKLA, this stock freaks me out. This stock was like $30, $40 like a couple of years ago. SNMP, that was the one that went crazy. Also SN in there. Like yesterday, and then the SPY traded 11 shares in the last half hour. That still wasn't enough because for the day, you're talking 78 million shares a day to be traded. Right now, we're only at 33, and we only got 2 hours left. So again, it's very slow today. You know what? Let's get rid of the SNAP. I think that one's done too. You can see the 48. Let's see, 65. I can't do anything with it anyway. Oh shit! What did I get rid of? Because it didn't go away. SNMP. I got rid of one I shouldn't. AMD. Let's go back to AMD. Just leave it there. The only one that was worth looking at, like I told you, was that top one, MSGM. And SNM, I don't know what that is. I get rid of that. Okay, we're good. Did I get rid of SPX? No, it's right there. Okay, we're good. That's it. Done. SNM. I'm going to keep an eye on that MSGM for right now on the top. Anything happens, I'll let you guys know. Look at this. AMD is going for that upper target again. So we got 1160 here. Let's see. 60. 117.60. And I called 85, I think, when it was down here as an upper target. That's the only one I really called. Okay, I lost my page here. 11 million shares in the last hour when that is like a little less than average. 12, 13 million per hour. When you have 78 million, divide that by 6.5. Okay. Wow. Oh, those ibuprofen, such a wonder drug, and it does such harm to your body. If they were smart in China, they want to kill us so bad, they should start putting fentanyl in the ibuprofen. They'd really kill off a lot of people. Hate to say that. Wait, my new antennas come in. I can turn this TV now. I can turn into Who Says They Don't. Who says they don't what? Who says they don't? I don't know what that's in reference to. This computer here now is a TV also.
Anyway, I was so good working for the DA's office, I decided to set up myself in business. And that, my friend, is how I got this car.
Johnson, that looks like, what's his name?
Vacation to the land of...
Let's see what else we got on TV here.
I got half your business in mind, Bill.
Thanks.
Ooh,
Perfect.
Chicago Fire.
Don't mention it.
Someone's in a good mood today.
All right, let's go back. Let's put it back to HDMI, and we're back to. I got a TV there and a TV there, and I got a second antenna coming, so I can watch like in the room like 3 channels at one time. Ibuprofen. China doesn't. Oh, they don't. Because they test them. That's how I know. But they should. They want to kill us anyway. They only kill so many before, you know. Can you imagine people start dropping from ibuprofen? Look at that, 850. Let's take a look. MSGN, real quick. Put this back to red. MSGN, watch. There you go. Just hit a new high again. Right there, 8.5. So it went to 8.5 and boom, went right back down to $8. Here's a stock. I don't know who's watching this stock, but let's take a look at, let me look that one up for a second. SNMP. I got this twice. You know what? I don't need twice. Let's take, what did I say? MSGM. I'm bringing the stock up for myself. The statistics tell me that it's got a float of only 1.28 million. That was a stock to trade this morning. If you go back to the summary, you'll see it opened yesterday at 343. It's at 8. It's up $5. That was a good stock. And if you go into Benzinga and you go into pre-market, look at that. The earnings probably opened up. Finally opened up. But if you go into pre-market, let's see what comes up. Boy, everything's slow in Benzinga. Let me close this. I can't get it to open. No thanks. There we go. All right. MSGN. MGAM. No, actually it did. Oh, yeah, it did show up at the very end of the chart. So it did show up. There's a chart. What I used to do every morning, this is how I became a moderator. My first year, I went into, why did that disappear on me? Hold on. Oh, I got it. I used to go into benzinga.com/pre-market. I go into the pre-market and I take the first 20 and I put every single one in my watch list. Then I'd open up my watch list and any of them that fell below a certain point, I just got rid of them automatically. Boom, 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 boom. And I would clean it up as I went through. But the point is I was able to call stocks to watch, and out of the stocks to watch, 2 or 3 of those were always going to be the main stocks every day. So my alerts were very credible. I got a system for doing it, and it kind of worked for me, and it kind of worked for you guys. So eventually, Deck made me a moderator. And once you're a moderator, it's pretty hard to get out of being a moderator. So, but one of the advantages, if you ever get chosen, is your monthly is free. You know, moderators do not have to pay monthly. So, I'm a freebie. And believe me, I give more time to Tradecaster than I give to the rest of my life. Okay, is Deck in here right now? Yep, he is. Then I can't talk about him. Doesn't matter if I did or I didn't. What a job he did this morning and yesterday. Anybody watching that this morning? Somebody told me, wow, he's just lucky. He got lucky yesterday. You got to tell me something. If a guy keeps getting that lucky and making thousands of dollars by being that lucky, then you got to say some of that luck is really skill. Come on, folks, wake up. The only thing unlucky about Deck is he gets into quick sometimes, where he needs to wait a little longer, and that's the only thing he's off on. But other than that, he knows how to call them. He knows how to buy them in the morning. Buy them means he's bought those shares early on before anybody else did. He went and he bought those shorts, and he was ready to go in action, and he bought a lot of them. What if he never used them? He put out that money. Yeah, they are jealous of him. But you know what? I'm not jealous. I admire him. I really do. I think he's come a long way. I mean, sometimes I don't like the way he acts, but that's him. It's his show. It's his program. It's his deal. You know what? I've already told him how I feel and don't feel, and I understand everything he does at this point. You know what? Deck's a friend. I'm not here to badmouth him. I'm here to say, you know what? Learn from him. Don't follow everything he does, but learn from what he does and how he does it and why he does it, so you can become successful. Not if you sit there and try to copy every move he makes. You know, you're not going to be able to do it. Plus, by the time you caught on this morning, you know you couldn't get, for that IPOs, you can't get always the shorts. They're not always available. He got it very quickly. He looked in the morning and he goes, well, let's see. If I go into Benzinga right now, let me open Benzinga for a second. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, Benzinga.com/, let's say IPO. Okay, if every morning I went, let's see if it opens. I'm just making it up in my head, see if it'll open. Come on. Page not found. That's okay. I can go into markets. News. Here it is. IPOs. It was an S on the end. That's all I had to add. Let's see if I add an S if it works. Just add an S. And okay, I'll just hit IPOs. Here we go. IPOs as of August 1st. All right, now here's the point I'm going to get at, all right? So I'm going to take this over here. And if every day when I come in here, and I get rid of all these pop-up bullshits, all right, and I can look up, all right, another one. If you don't pay for it, you're going to, But you see here, IPO dates, 8/10, 8/4, 8/1. So this morning, we had CTNT, HRYU. Now, I don't know how many of these hit this morning, but out of all these, all right, I don't know that the one he picked this morning was an IPO or what stock he traded off the bat. I know I can go look at what the halted, because it did halt a few times. So if I look at halted stocks, let me go quick look, and I want to go look at halts. Hold on. Here we go. Halts. So if I don't remember the stock, I can say it was a halted stock. Here's MSGM, ADMP, SNMP. Was that the one? SNMP? I think it was SNMP. I think that's the one he did. Yeah, from the beginning, SNMP. So he went, and SNMP wasn't today's, it was yesterday's. So, but he went and he figured what was happening. He saw the writing on the wall, and he went and got the shorts as quick as he could. Now, you could see another one here is CTNT, HRIU, PXDT. If we run any one of these stocks, let me close this for a second or minimize it. All right, and let's do this. Let's take this to here. Let's bring this up and let's go in here. Probably gonna disappear on me. It did. CT. What is it? CTNT. Let's see. CTNT. So if I do that and I press enter, you can see this stock. Look what it did. It took off. So if you were prepared before it even opened today, look at this. Low of 351 and boom, went up to all the way to 440. You could have gotten some shorts on this stock today. If you went to the next one, all right? If we went and we looked at, if they were available, I don't know. CNT. Here's HRYU. Now, not every one of them is going to be good. HRYU. Let's see this one. This one here didn't do very much. It opened up very quick and did absolutely nothing. So this one was a loser. Okay. The next one was PXDT. PXDT. So we do PXDT. And this is if you think ahead. This one didn't do. It went up real quick, $9.99. But what if you got the, see, when it hit $9.99, what if you shorted it from there on? You would have made $2.50 real quick. 1,000 shares, you could have made $2,000. All right. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you look the day before, every day before they come out, all right. So the next one will be on the 4th, SRM and FTEL. Both of these are going to do well. I can tell just by the initials. So SRM, there's nothing going to be there yet. So if I do SRM, all right, there's nothing. And the other one, which I said, is FTEL. So if you're ready on the 4th, FTEL. So FTEL. And now, by just putting them in there, they'll be in here. Okay? See all the ones that came up? So I just want to go back now and put AMD back in there. So my point is, you go look every single day. And you pull up early in the morning. All right? What's going to be the IPOs of that day? And then you buy 1,000 shorts for each one of them. One of them's going to hit. How can you short an IPO? Well, I don't know. Dex shorted an IPO yesterday, didn't he? How did he get the shorts? They were available. Not every broker is going to have shorts, okay? So if I go now and I pull up my watch list, let's get my watch list again, all right? And let's put in, see, it says MSGM. What was the one this morning? It was what was it? What did I tell you it was? Oh, duty. Hold on. Give me one more second. Give me one more second. The one that Deck traded this morning, I said was trade halts. Okay, was SNMP. All right, now we know it's not doing anything. But if I put in SNMP in there, you'll see if I look in alphabetical order and I go to SNMP, look at that, none to borrow. I could not short it with Thinkorswim. But that doesn't mean you can't short it with Trade Zero or Trade Ideas or Lightspeed. And the other two, you have to buy them. All right. But he was ahead and he was able to buy the shorts from those stocks. So that's all I'm telling you is be aware of what is actually coming up as an IPO and see if you have Lightspeed, if they're available. You'll know in advance. So when the morning opens up at 7, you can say, you know what, I think this is going to be the one. I look it up. It has to do with AI, artificial intelligence. It's got to do with chips. It has to do with this or that or blah, blah, blah. Look at the new high for while we were talking. See, I had up here an upper target, and we just hit a high right there. And that should have been past my upper target, which was 117.85. We hit 83. Look at this. I put an upper target and we came within 2 cents. But there's a good chance we're going to hit that eventually, and we're going to hit 118. So I'll tell you what, I know we're going to hit. I already put it at 2 cents below. I'm going to consider that a hit. I'm going to edit this up, and I'm going to make this now 118 as my next upper target. Okay? We already hit the first one I put there. That's actually my third of the day. But all right? So the minute we hit 118, we'll hit my target again. We just hit my target. Within 2 pennies, I count that as a hit. Anytime I get within 4 or 5 cents, that's a hit. Because the truth is, you should never wait till the last penny. You should get out right before anyway. Take the money. Look at this. SPY starting to move. What time is it? 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we can move this up now. And we're going to move this up to 1456.75. And if we were going to say anything at this moment, I got something in the way there. I'm going to say right now that I would say that 457 right there. Okay, so we're going to edit this. Say 457 will be our new target for the SPY. Anybody think we're not going to hit it? Upper target. Upper target. Let's show it on the right. Let's go down here. Let's bring this to red, as we always do. Right? Red. We're going to say okay. Make this the chop line. And there we go. We have just put in an upper target. All right? And there's a good chance we're above the VWAP. All right? The only thing I haven't done today is put my trend lines in. All right? I did not put any trend lines. Does anybody know how to do the trend lines? Is anybody putting in the trend lines? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? All right? That's funny. Zark Muckerberg, you're teaching gambling. You're teaching gambling. I don't think so. I don't teach gambling. Zark, whoever you are, hiding behind some name. I never teach gambling. I always tell people not to gamble. So I don't know where he was referring to, if he's still here. But the truth is, I'm not teaching gambling. I teach people not to gamble. And that's why I don't do earnings, because earnings is gambling pretty much. Okay. And the people who are not always afraid to say who they are and hide behind their names. Now, if I was to go up here now, and let's say I go into about 4 minutes, which should give me my entire day. I'm going to put this back to a line here. And you can see, look at that, look what's happening right here. So you can see, all right, if my high was up here, boom, and where we are right now, boom, and then we're going to get rid of the left, watch, cancel left extension, and right there's a low of 455.49, 49, boom, got it, and I'll put that to right there. Okay, and we'll remove all left, so cancel my left. Now let's go back to that 1 minute. So I didn't put any active steps in there, but I put the steps in there for now. And you can see what's happening, where we're going to come to. We're squeezing up right now is what's happening. So if I wanted to, you can see this is coming up and up and up. I really don't need to, I really don't need this upper line. Why? Because it's going to become pretty much a straight line when we get a new high of day. And what's the high of day? The high of day is, I don't have it written up there. Let's say, anybody know what the high of day for the SPY is? Let me just see real quick. The high of the day is 457.25. 457.25 is our high of day. All right. And once we, right there is 456, and I'm saying here's 457. Once we get up there and we cross that upper target, we'll probably go for a new higher day. All right. And then again from here, all right, right there, I'm going to put another one to there. So what we do is we're going to cancel the left and then cancel the right. And this will give us, watch this, activate it, and that's going to push that right down to there, right there. And that shows you the active step, all right, how we were coming up, 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 and then we're pushing up even more, which we can see at this point. And there, look at this, right there. That gives us, we're waiting for it to hit that upper target, which is any second. And also I'm going to take this now, and I'm going to activate this right below the 13, and that is going to put that up to about, let's say 456.75. All right. If you're making trend lines and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, let's do that. And then we're going to take this one. Where's my resistance? Disappeared. Shit, it's on the same line. Let's see, edit my resistance. And look at that. Wow. 117.67. 450. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. 456. It's really actually where the upper target is 457 is going to be our resistance at this point, which is right there together. So I really don't want it together. I have to put it a little bit below. So let's just make it 456.95. I just want them so you can see the lines. Because once we get there, and look at that, there's the pullback. There's the pullback. All right. We got very close but didn't hit it, as you can see. And I need to, I have a phone here that's hidden in the way of this thing. That's why I keep turning the other side. There you go. And pretty much the truth is, even though we're higher back here, and there's the high of the day, we're going to activate that and put it right on top of it, like that. Okay, that's your high of the day. So at this point, we're declining here, but we're ascending from the bottom up. And I think it's about to go one more shot. I think we're going to go right through it. And if we do, what was our higher day? Let's edit this up and let's make it just about with the high of the day. Wow, days range. Let's make it, I don't know if we're ever going to hit it, but what the heck. Let's go and put 28 cents. All right, 457.28 is up there. And remember, the high of the day was 25, so that's what we're shooting for, is a new high of the day. And we've been moving up and up and up and up. Okay, you can see that. I don't really need this bottom line anymore. If I do later, I can always bring it back. So, and truthfully, let's see, one other thing. We know this is for high. I don't really need this one either. I'm going to remove it. I'll show you why. Because I can take it now from this high, let's see, from right here, and I can do like an active step coming down. So what you'll see is the actual squeeze play. So right there, about, what do we say, the 98, and then bring it like this. Just like that, to where we're at. And I'm going to cancel my left. And now you can see the squeeze pattern. We have just as much going this way as this way. So, and we're kind of equal. We're not descending or ascending at this point. We're in the middle. So let's see where it takes us. And as far as our support, again, I'm going to bring this down a little bit lower. And I'm going to make it 65. Because I want it a little bit under the actual 13 exponential. The reason I want it below the 13 is because that's what we're going to keep coming down to, is the 13. It's 73. All right, I made it 65. It's going to be a little higher. Let's just make it 70. I just want it slightly below. All right, it should be slightly below that 13. And there you go. And there's our channel. That's why I didn't need that upper line any longer. And here's my squeeze play. Right now, we're equal. We have as much squeeze going up as we do coming down. And what we're looking for to see if we can continue to push and get a new higher day. Remember, we don't need this IPO anymore. Let's get rid of the IPO calendar. I can take that out. Advanced micro. I don't need that anymore. And the answer to somebody else's question, would you swing trade it? You know what? So far, so good. But that doesn't mean what's going to happen overnight. I wouldn't risk my funds, Saint. I remember you're the one that asked. I wouldn't risk my funds with an overnighter. You have enough opportunity during the day to gain the maximum amount of return just using long puts and long calls. Long puts and long calls are the highest paying out of all the options. All the rest are creating ways to reduce your risk, okay, make you less money, but to make you money in such a way that when you understand vertical spreads and how powerful they can be, let's see, vertical option spreads. All right, what makes them so good? All right, and here's the definition of a vertical spread and why it's so powerful. Also, when it's slow like this, credit spreads are a way to make money. Well, there you go. And that's, again, something else that a lot of people here can't use because they may not be set up for it. I don't know if they can or they can't. Let me just see something real quick, and I'll bring it up for you. Here we go. It's called the long call. It's called the long call calculator. You can take this page here. You can go look at the top, and on the top of this, let me tell you what, I'm going to open up. I'll show you real quick what I like about this page. Oh, shoot. Let's see. I can do it this way. Okay. On the top of this page here, on the option spread calculator. So no matter what page you come in on, you just have to come into, let's say, optionscallcalculator.com. Not found. Oh, great. Oh, there's an extra C there. Okay. Try that right there. Should work. Okay. Right there. So you see all these names here? You can go and open any one of these. I like when it's on the top. Let's see, let's go back to, there it is. So like this, long call. You got long calls, covered calls. What did you say? Credit, what did you call it? Credit spreads. All right, so if you look here, here it is, credit spread. So what is a credit spread? You can just click on it and it'll tell you. A credit spread is two option strategies that result in an initial credit to the trader. It can be used in both bullish and bearish markets depending on the configuration. And you can take this calculator here, put the symbol in, the current price, buy or sell, take the option, and this is a calculator will figure out exactly everything you need to know. But you can keep this page and save it somewhere, and you can learn. I like the vertical spreads. I know that credit spreads may be very similar to a vertical spread. You can look it up. What's the difference? Credit spread versus vertical spread, call spreads, credit spreads, put spreads, poor man spread, you know. Right here, the strangles, the straddles. Some of you may not be able to write some of these. You have to go check with your broker and see if they will allow it or what you're set up to do. If you're an advanced or just a beginner, intermediate. Okay. Again, here we go. Back here. Let me go change this here a second. That's perfect. I go here, and I can take this here, and I'm going to activate this, and it's going to give me from here now to about right there. See, everything's changed. And then we take this one and we're going to activate that one, and we're going to put that one right up to here. So you can see it got a little wider in the spread. All right. Remember, pull back, push forward. Let's pull back even further. Next time it lets go, you don't know how far it's going to go. But you got two here. So let's see what happens. It's being manipulated and it's being controlled right now. So we got 450, 650. That's going to bring you down to about right there. Let's bring the support to 446.45. And then we're going to bring this now, or it's coming back down, is to 446. Actually, that's not much of a difference. I'm going to do it this way. Let's just activate it and bring it down right above the 13.275. Edit, and that's resistance, and right there. Okay, 75. gives us enough in the channel. All right, so we can keep an eye on this. All right. And if you keep up with this stuff, it makes your job a lot easier, especially if you're new. All right. We hit within a partial of my target. Remember, it was 118. I'm going to remove this for right now. Not saying that we're not going to hit it, but I don't see it right now at the moment. And let's just move this up to activate this. 117.25. Let's edit this to 20. Let's just hit 25. 117.25. And then this one here, we're going to move that one up a little more, about 75. Bingo, right there. Might be off by 1 or 2 or 3. There you go. And there you go. It's that simple. It's not a drop to the VWAP on the SPY. No, I don't think so. I think it's going to come above it and then it's going to bounce. But good morning to you too. And don't call me anymore unless you're going to spend the time to talk to me. I really find it very rude when anybody calls you up on the phone and then next thing I know, it's one thing when you're at work and somebody walks in your office and it's work related. But when you're out doing nothing or talking to some child, when you're trying to have a conversation with somebody else, just say I'll call you back and have a nice day. You know what? I just find it very rude when people do that. Bothers me. And it ain't the first time you've done it. Okay. Let's see. Teach your children well. Your father's hell, he'll slowly go by. Otherwise, I'll go from free to paid. See how many you get knocked out of here. Okay, how's everybody over there in YouTube? What's going on in YouTube? I lost 2 more subscribers, down to 698 now. All my good friends who were mad at me pulled out. I wish they would tell me who pulls out of YouTube. They always tell me who pulls in, but they don't tell me who pulls out. I hate when that happens. 168, 211 videos. 2 people, I had 700 in there. I guess people are angry with me. Oh well. The term vertical comes from the position of the strike price. Vertical from the strike price. Interesting. Okay. Let's see, how is MSGM? Still up $4.87, 488, 498 going up. SNMP, I didn't understand that in, what do you call it? Makes no sense from where it really is to where it says it's at in Yahoo Finance. So I'm taking that out of there. I'm not even going to watch it. And what else do I got? AMD, I'm watching. I'm watching mostly optionable stocks. Tesla, down today. SPY, down today. But the S&Ps, also down today. Okay. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. And for some of you, I expect you'll be leaving any second with deck starting back up. If that's what you want to watch, then be my guest. I will excuse you. But pretty much I think we got this under control. And let's take one more quick look at, let's see what I got here. Scanner one more time. Let's detach it and bring it over right there. Let's take a quick look at this scanner. Just want to see if anything else popped up. Come on. There we go. 81. TAOP. Just up 50 cents. Back to last, it's down. This one here. ADMP. Look at that one. It went up almost $6.50, and it's back down 2. So it's back down to $4, holding gains. This one here, MSGM, still up there. RBT, nothing going on, nothing going on, nothing going on. Look at the open. Look where where the last is, the high and the last. And that'll tell you. There's very little CXI. That's about it. I don't see anything else to really write home about at this point. So I'll just take that out of there. The reason I take him out, because it's easy to bring him back up. What do you mean you don't think he's coming back up? I think he just said just now. 29 seconds he's coming back up. So according to Deck, he is coming back, Jersey Girl. But if that's what you want to do, it'd be my guess. He'll be back in 20 seconds. 17 seconds. Let's go. Amazing work. Let's see. Okay, and 1 and 0 and see? I don't really care. Anyway, if that's where you want to go, you know what? I went there for a second. I told them I was live, but I got 4 more instead of losing them. You got the best is right, Jersey Girl. Listen, you know what? Deck is Deck. He does what he does, okay? Dances to his own tune, screams at himself, and Deck is Deck. I've been watching him for over 5 years. Okay, I am going to pull my upper target out now because we're so down low. I'm going to remove the upper target on the VWAP. So I have no upper targets right now. Right now, we've had a nice pullback, and we got what we got. Jersey Girl, what's for dinner tonight? I'm getting a little hungry here. That's what my cat does to me. I took a little something to sleep last night, and I never got up to feed the cat. The missus had her do it. I slept like a baby till 7 o'clock when she woke me up to say, I'm leaving for work. And I fed the cat. She goes, well, you deserve to sleep once in a while. I go, what time did you feed? After 5? You were an hour late. Couldn't get her up either. Okay, there we go. I took the target out on the SPY, and it's coming back up again. Let's see how far we can get. I got everything set pretty good at this point. But you see, I don't need it from the very beginning of the day at this point because it really doesn't make sense. If I go into a 5-minute right now where I can pretty much see the whole day here, it's hard because I made my thing so much smaller. But if I even went from here to here, all right, you'll see it would go straight down. So what I did is I did it from the step from where it is right now. So if I go back on that 1 minute for a second, let's just make sure we haven't moved. There you go. So now I can look at this and say, you know what? It's moving up. So I activate it. I'll pull that there and put it to the top there, which puts us right at resistance now. And we're starting to push up again. Okay? You see that? I don't need it from the beginning of the day anymore. We know that we're slightly descending on the day. Okay? We're slightly descending because the only reason I say that is because our high of the day is like 456.25, I think. 457.25. Yeah, 457.25. And we're lower than that. So it's going to show a slight decline. But we are starting to push up. There's a very good chance that if we stay strong, and if we look at FinViz right now, where is it? Did I get rid of it? No. If I look at FinViz, you'll see that right there, my 63, let's say higher or lower, 64. All right, so we still, our Dow is up, but our S&Ps are still very, very red. If we take a look in here, it's a pretty red day. So I'm just saying at this moment, it's going to take a lot more, some information or something to hit that's going to say that it's going to move. Looking at 1338 is 238. That's, how could that be? That's 138. 138 was the last news, which says that this is an aggressive stock fund, has a wild ride, but it has beaten rivals and the S&P 500. So MW, what is it? MW. This aggressive stock fund has a wild ride. For Goals, BEC, anyway, I'm just reading some of the news in the past. I mean, it made it go up and down a little bit, but nothing to write home about. And there we go again. I took out that 457 was my target right there with the upper VWAP. So if you look, that's my upper target is right there. All right. So if I want to put it back, since we're heading that direction, I can just put it right there. Just put it right there at 457. All right. I want to edit that. Again, I can put the upper level. You can always put it back. Upper target, real quick. Okay. I want to extend to the left. I want to zig my lines because of what it is. Remember, if it's above, it's red. If it's below, it's green. There's my thing, blue. Show it on the right, blah, 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 blah. And my target is 457, and boom. And you can see there's it says price level. It's supposed to say upper target. Price level. Let's edit that. I missed that. Upper target. All right. Now remember, my real upper target would be 457.28 is what I originally put in there. The reason is if we get past that amount again, we do go over, then traders will try to push that for a new higher day, all right, and to an even number, all right, and that's why I picked 28. You can pick 26 if you want, but I picked 28. And anytime I feel I get within a few pennies, I feel like I'm right on the number. How do you feel? With your hands? That's a good thing. All right. We're still moving up a little. Still moving up. You see right there, we got 456.85. All right, I can edit that up now, make that 80, but you want to tweak it slowly but surely. All right, there's the next step right there. Can we keep climbing? Can we keep climbing? And again, I want to stay under the 13, so I bring this to 50. Right? Let's edit that. That's my support. Actually, let's make it 65. 65. Keep it under the 13. Boom. Perfect. That is actually perfect. All right. It doesn't have to be exact. If you have 55 or 65, if you have 85, you're not wrong. Okay. But it gives us enough of a channel between here is, remember, is 456.85 and here, which is 60, is only 20 cents. That looks like a lot more than 20 cents, but it's not. That's only 20 cents. And you see how long we've been in this channel. We fell below it. We went slightly above it. Now let's see what we can do with it. All right. This gives you an idea of knowing which way. Right now, are we bullish or are we bearish? Are we bullish or bearish? Right. That's correct. We are bullish. And as long as we stay above the VWAP, we're bullish. As long as we stay above the 13, so now you could say we're slightly bearish below the 13. Well, actually, we're still bullish above it. Let's see what happens. But just remember, you know what the problem is the actual volume. Now we have, see the 23, that's the last candlestick. I can't see these because I got too much going on in here. I'd have to take one of these away or move it over temporarily. I could do this, let's say. All right, so I can't see my AMD. I can see it, but now I can see my volume. You see it above? So when I go here, I can see each candlestick. And each one of these is less than 80,000. That means I'm below average, way below average in this case, way below. Even this one here was 200,000 on a 1 minute. But everything else, that one's above, that one there. Everything else was below. So we are below average for the day. And I'm losing my voice. Still drinking coffee. Any questions? Adrian, any questions? Not talking to me anymore? Did he leave? No, he's still listening. Okay. How many here is not listening? Raise your hand. Who's not listening? What's today? Tuesday. Tuesday afternoon. Any of you feel this way? Be kind to me. Hello, Tuesday. Be kind to me. Monday just left me, and I'm still recuperating. How did Uber get in there? How did I get Uber in there? I wanted to want MSGM. How did I get Uber in there? I can watch it this way. I can still see it. All right, any thoughts? Any last minute thoughts? 3 o'clock, we have power hour. What's Steck talking about? Anything special? Is he still there?
That's where we're at right here.
It's like we're all consolidating everything right now. I lost him. I have him on.
Back over to Meta.
When he turns his head.
Here, right around the 6 mark. Let's not forget, coming on up here, traders, as well, we do have what? Earnings reports, right? Let's not forget, we do have these earnings reports. AMD today. We do have Starbucks.
And that's
today.
what.
Debit today. Pinterest
And
today.
that's what I put up for you on the board. If you look up above, you'll see I did put the earnings up there for you.
Right around 4 o'clock. That could get interesting.
Look at the pullbacks.
That could become a lot of fun. We could start seeing some breakouts and some action and some momentum right around there. So I definitely think every single trader should.
Well, you could, and we'll have to see. All I know is for some reason there's been a lot less volume today. Even on Tesla. Tesla usually does 135 million shares traded over 6.5 hours during the day, and we're at half that with only an hour and 15 minutes left to go. So I would say be very cautious tonight. I would say do yourself a favor and don't get caught up in gambling after hours and put yourself in a position where you don't have money tomorrow. I would suggest that you don't, if you're not an experienced trader, don't gamble on earnings. It's a big mistake. And all too often, I got to tell you, I've done it, and I'm probably about 50-50. 50% wins, 50% losses. Probably a break even where it comes to that. I may have won more times than I lost. And it's only because I got lucky, to be honest. And most of the time, I only did it on things like Tesla or Netflix, or I didn't bet the SPY after hours ever. I will never, ever swing trade the SPY. It's just, I would just have to really have some inside information that gives me the edge to do that. It's too scary. I'd rather live to tell another day, you know? And that's the way I see it. And I've seen too many, after being here 5.5 years, I've watched too many people blow out their accounts. You know, all too often, more people lose at this than win. Everybody here wants to be a winner. Everybody here thinks they're going to do it. But most of you will not. I'm sorry to say that. It's not that you can't. It's just that you probably won't. And unless you change up some of the things that you're doing, okay, if you haven't paper traded, go back to it. Look at that. I gotta respect that. Dak. He said he opened up a paper trade account. He wants to do a few things that he's not good at. And he wants to paper trade it to see if he can get more of a feel of it. I mean, you got to respect the man. He's been trading 10 years, and he's going to paper trade it, But it's hard for him to do it because you saw what happened. He went straight for the deals, and he did 4,000 today and 3,000 yesterday. He's got over 7,000 in profit in 2 days, and everybody wants to do that. And then you follow him and you lose. You say, I don't understand it. I did everything he did, except you did it 10 seconds later. You know what? You really don't understand what's going on, and you don't understand why we have Webonito and why we have Yahoo, YouTube, I mean. And, you got to be careful because, even for me right now, if you were to do everything I tell you to do, which I won't until he gives me the new software, that's why I've held back on a lot. Right now, let's see. All right, right now I held my finger up at 2:49 and 50 seconds. So right now, 5 seconds. Let's see. There we go. 9 seconds. Not bad. Ever since I made those changes in OBS, we're doing 9 seconds. I made a few changes and it worked. And I've never gotten better than 8, really, because I'm working through Dex system. So I don't care if it's AK-47. I don't care if it's Caesar. I don't care who, or if it's the Don. When they're talking to you, you're not hearing it when they're telling it to you. And that's why I don't do live trading. I can give you targets that I believe are going to hit. And you've seen my call ratio is very high, more than 95% or within closeness to that. Just to say we still might hit this target, this upper target. We just have to wait and see. It's this early. But again, after 3 o'clock, I'm going to get off. I will not be here. I usually only work till 3 because Deck's usually back. And I'm not doing any afternoon trading, and I'm not talking to you about swing trading at this point. I will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I was here Monday. It was my day off. This Deck wasn't, so I decided to jump in. And but you see, look at this. Look, we're still in this. Look on this channel. We're still here. We're still here since about when? Since right there, right here. We popped in this channel at 14. That's 2:15. It's 2:50. We're pretty much in that same channel. We did come below. We sprang up again. We came down. We sprang up again. We're still in that channel. What's going to happen? Nobody knows the troubles I've got. Next Era Trading is a great swing trader, so if you want advice on that, ask him. That is all and fine. Great. I don't know. You'd have to see his P&Ls. But here's the only thing that I will say. I don't know him. Scott, I think is his name, right? For Next Era Trading. Is that Scott? Nice guy. Let me just see something. Next Era. He's not even on right now. So he's not even live. But Next Era Trading is... No, he's not even live. He's free. He's got 3 people in his room. And he ain't one of them. So, not sure, man. He's been gone. Good luck to these people. Has anybody been on Discord and spoken to Juan Trades? Can anybody get me his phone number if you talk to him? Tell him that Active Trader would like to give him a call. And it's not about talking to him to coming back or whatever. I just wanted to have a conversation with him. If you get a chance or somebody knows him, see if you can get his phone number for me. Tell him that Active Trader was asking for it and would like to talk to him. So, I really would. I don't know his last name. Does anybody know him personally? It's too bad he had 475. He was the only guy. He would have been over 500 already. He would have been well on his way. And I don't know what happened or why. I've heard speculations. And you're not always going to get the truth from the top, if you know what I'm saying to you. So, let's take that out. Still going to watch a few more movies on OBS. All right. I really would like to talk to him. I don't really use Discord. Is that a yup? You know him, Grambo? Dex said something about him having medical. I understand that. I heard that, and I heard something different from somebody else. I'm not saying who's lying, who's not lying. I don't care. I would like to talk to him. So if anybody knows him, sees him on Discord, why, if he's got medical problems, would he be on Discord? You know what I'm saying? Why would he be back here? He's got a free ride. He doesn't have to pay. Well, I don't know. He's not a moderator. I don't know if he's a moderator. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know if he's a regular moderator, so I don't know if he's free. But regardless, he's a good guy, and I really enjoyed listening to him. If anybody knows him or sees him, please, find me where he's at. I know that what's his name said he spoke to him. Adrian from Music said that he's seen him on Discord. No, the yup was for Next Era Trading. Name is Scott. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Scott. I just remembered his name. I don't know why. I'm not friendly with him. He's one of the few people I'm not friendly with, but I'm not unfriendly with him. I go in his room. I listen to him once in a while. I enjoy listening to him. What does he do? Futures, doesn't he? Does he do stocks or futures? Let's see. He's not. You said he does swing trading, but he's not there. Next Era Trading options. Oh, he does options. Okay, that's right. Good enough. What's Penn Market? Penn? Oh, penny stocks. Ikeda's penny stocks. Stock dot. Bonds and futures. Options. Okay. Just again, if anybody can find him, please, I would appreciate it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Options and swing. So he's a swinger. Woohoo! He's a swinger. All right, that's cool. No, I'm playing. Jive talking. Okay, let's see. And just remember in about 5 minutes, about how long we got? In 4 minutes to Power Hour. And I guess it's not going to hit my high of the day. So it's the second time I'm removing it. So I'm removing the drawing. And looks like we're going to pop down one more time to our support level to bring us down to 456.50. All right. And with that, I'm going to say 456.50 is going to bring us down to 456. Still only have 85. It's amazing. Activate it. And let's bring this to right there. And that's really about it. And I'm going to bring this down a little lower to 75. Let's bring it down a little bit lower to 75. That's only 25 cents. Boom. See? So we are getting a little bit lower each time. And in truth of the matter is, we'd almost be in an active step, which would bring us from here, and I think it's going to go down to here. Let's get rid of the left. Watch. Let's get rid of the right. Cancel the right on trend line. And there you go. And we'll take this one here, activate it. Let's bring it right there. Okay. It's got to come down a little bit. I'm going to bring that up. Activate it. Like that. It's coming back down. Bingo. I love to be precise when possible. Just brings it up a little bit more. Okay. That's what we look like right now. As you can see, we're coming back down again. Slowly. We're coming back down. I might just do that. Leave this middle one smaller. Let's go back to the AMD. I was watching the MSGM. There you go. And look at that. There's my 118, which, by the way, was my actual, my other one that I took out before. 118. Yes, it's nice getting information from the guys that worked on Wall Street. What do we work on? Deck Street? Let's see. All right. I'm still watching MSGM on the top one. And the time's 2:58. And is Deck still live, or is he going to run away? Still live.
That 1 minute time frame is what's kind of holding us up on the nice trend right here. Bounce play, bounce.
He's looking at Meta. You want to look at Meta? Here's your Meta. I met her in a park down in New Orleans. There's your 1 minute. Okay. Wolfie! It's Wolfie. Okay, 2 minute warning power hour. It's nice getting it. All right. Starting to try to pull up again. You see it? Trying to put up one more time. So you can put that one right. Brought it up a little bit more. It's trying. It's trying. Could see a last minute boom, but I don't know. 3 o'clock. Okay, folks. I think with that said, I don't see really much happening here. And I'll leave the actual, I'll leave the charts on for you guys for a little bit. But I think I'm going to call it a day. I'll see you guys a little earlier tomorrow morning. How's that? My new lamp light came in. This thing's got a white light. I like it. I can see my keys now without, you know, I like things in the dark. So it left me, it's pretty good. And it's got a magnifying glass on it. I wish I could show it to you, but I got rid of a big lamp. It's an old lamp that was on top. Where's my cat? She's not here. I don't know where she went. All right. Any other questions before I go? Anything? Any questions? Anything you want to say? Any questions? Just remember, if you can find Juan for me, please get me his phone number. I'd like to talk to him. And you can send it to me on the side of my name privately in a private message. Don't put it on the board. I don't know if Juan wants everybody calling him. Okay. Anybody know where Juan lives? I just don't know his last name. I don't know. And I don't believe everything I hear. I don't. See, this is starting to come across. So what happens is, you see this one here? We extend it to the right. And it's so close that I can do away with this one. Watch. I'll do away with this one. Remove trend 128. This one's fine at this point. And then we can take this one and we can do from here to there. Watch. Okay, we want to cancel the left. And this one we want to cancel the right. And there's your extension here. We're starting to push up again. So there's still a chance if we keep pushing and pushing up, and we can see that right now we pushed back up again from 50. Remember, I think we came down to 50. No, it's still on 75. Let's put it on 85. It looks like it's trying to push up a little further. 85? Right there. It's a little high. It's got to be 80. 80. Should be right on. There we go. I just don't think there's much going on right now. And other than the earnings, I'm not interested. So with that, I'm going to tell you guys, I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of your day. And to all those of you in YouTube, shout out to you guys too. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I got 698. I lost 2 subscribers who quit me. They quit me. Can you imagine? Once you get in, you're not allowed out. It's like Roach Motel, you know? But I'm still holding my 712 subscribers here in Tradecaster. So, anyway, if you're not a member, join up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.